Hello you lovely lot, Robert Baton here, arrowwellness.com, ARRO wellness.com. Today I'm going to talk about the deadlift. Now, I say before, the squat is the king of the gym, but the deadlift is up there with the squat, okay? It should be an important part of your strength program. Now, the problem with the deadlift is, if it's performed wrong, then you're gonna have big problems, okay? Now I see a lot of problems with people performing this move in the gym. They butcher it, okay? And it's often something to do with the hinge, the movement of the hips. So if you can't hinge, if you don't know how to hinge and you haven't done it before, check my video, it's in the link. The link of it is in the description down below, okay? And that's how you hinge, that's the most important feature. So I want to talk about that now. Go and watch that extra video, subsidiary video, if you want to know how. Now the first thing we'll talk about is stance when it comes to the conventional deadlift. So we've got a bar in front of us here, an Olympic bar, just keeps rolling away. So what we're gonna do basically, we'd normally have the feet in line with the hips, hip width apart, okay? But sometimes, and sometimes I do as well, especially when I'm going a little bit heavier, I adopt a power stance. And what I mean by the power stance is the stance that you'd make if you're gonna do a vertical jump. So if I was gonna do a vertical jump, I probably wouldn't go from my hips like that, okay? I'd probably go a little bit further out. All right, and that's perfectly fine, all right? Now the feet are normally facing forward, but some people have got, you know, everyone's anatomically different, so slightly sticking out as well is okay. Just important that your knees not caving in when you're doing the move. Now what do we do? What do we do with the feet position and the shin position? The shin's normally an inch away from the bar, like so. Now to normally see this, what I'd do is I'd look from above and I'd see that my laces, where I tie them, are directly underneath the bar. And that's normally an inch away from your shins are normally an inch away from the bar. Obviously, everyone's anatomically different once again, okay. Now, next thing we're going to talk about is the grip. Now, there's 3 different grips that you can use when doing the deadlift, okay. Now, the most commonly used grip, nearly every time, is the overhand grip with the palms facing your body. Now, I prefer this grip to any other grip really, especially for beginners, because it allows it allows not to give imbalances in the body, okay, right? So what we're going to do is we're going to step up like so. We're going to take a grip, normally just outside the legs, with the palms facing the body like so. Okay, so that's your normal grip. Another grip that you can employ when you're doing the deadlift is having an alternating mixed grip. So it's the same with one hand, like so, but your other hand will be facing away from your body like so. Now, the issue with this is that obviously, if I've got my body, I've got one arm externally rotated, one shoulder joint internally rotated, I'm putting my body in different position, both sides, and use different muscles, okay? Now, some people believe this could tear the bicep tendon, and there's some research to show that it does cause that issue, but sometimes that's holding the bar a little bit too wide. But that's the only problem, it's going to cause imbalances. What it does do is it creates a lot more strength in the grip, because as the bar starts to roll that way, the other one makes it roll the other way, so it counteracts that, okay? So that's another grip we can employ. The other one is the hook grip. Now the hook grip is painful if you've never done it before, and it's also a little bit awkward as well, okay, but it's what the powerlifters use. So the hip grip is where basically I would take my thumb around and I would grip my thumb behind, usually on that first knuckle like so. So I'm closing off the bar so it can't slip out my hand. Okay. Now, next the lift. Okay, so I'm going to come against the bar, shins an inch away, like so. Grab my bar outside, like this. So the next part, we're going to talk about the body position when we're at the bottom of the move. So it looks like this. Shins an inch away like we did before. Hands outside, nice and tight. Now from this position, all you want to focus on is having your chest up and out and your hips down. Okay, and then just by pulling your chest back and having your hips down, that activates your lats. My lats are flared underneath there, so I've got a really safe position at the bottom there, okay? Don't worry about trying to hinge too far into it. All we're going to do is bend the knees, and if you're in the right position away from the bar, your shins are going to touch the bar. Outside, hips down, chest out, lock in. That's my bottom position. Okay? Now, some people are going to look different when doing this. Some people are going to look more like this. Some people are going to look more like this. And that's really dependent on your leg length and the way your torso is. Okay, because everyone's anatomically different. Okay, so taller people are going to look a lot more different than shorter people when doing this exercise, so bear that in mind. Okay, now let's talk about the lift. So the lift itself, I like to break the deadlift down into 2 parts. Okay, the first part is mainly quad dominant. The second part is when the posterior chain and the lower back, the lower back and the calves and the hamstrings really kick in. So it looks like this. Once again, down to the bottom of that move, hips down, chest out. Okay, so the first part of the move is the quad dominant move. Now I want you to focus on this first part of the lift as a sort of leg exercise, such as a leg press or a bench squat. So all you're going to do for this position is you're going to extend your legs and your body's going to stay in the same position on the way up. Okay, that's your first part of the move. Okay, so people often do this, pull, or people often lift back like this, stand up straight, then start lifting with the legs. You want to, from this position here, extend those legs like you're just trying to push them down, like that. Now, that's the first part. The second part, notice my back's still nice and flat. The second part of this exercise, when my hands come in line with around my knees, that's when I'm going to start extending my torso and straightening my legs at the bottom, at the top of the lift. So it looks something like this. Obviously, reverse it on the way down. There you have it, guys. That's my arrow tip of the week, how to do the deadlift. Like the video, turn on notifications, you'll never miss another video. I'm Robert Bayton. Look, I do a podcast as well, I call it the Robert Bayton Podcast. Check it out. Join me at arrowwellness.com, ARRO wellness.com for all your fitness and health needs. Listen, go to that deadlift, man.